Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to, I guess, another clip of the vlog. So I am driving to Jersey City to pick up a portable monitor, an Asus one for my laptop. It is a little bit of a drive, but the reason I'm doing it, this model in particular is like $130 something, 140 on Amazon, on eBay, and I'm just honestly not trying to pay that much for one that I could just get for like half the price, even though I do have to drive a little bit. So decided I'd just record, while I'm driving. Maybe I'll just put music on top of this, I don't know. But yep, this is the horizontal camera mount that goes on the hat. So yeah, this is an Infinity M37X from 2013. I bought this a few years ago. It's been a good car. I don't think I would get another Infinity, to be honest. Like, not that it's a bad car by any means, but I'd probably just end up going for like a Toyota, preferably one that's hybrid, just because the miles per gallon is crazy. But I think the one regret that I have with buying this car is the fact that it takes premium gas. I could put regular in it, but I'm a full believer in the type of gas that you put in. Obviously, for an engine that's a V6, you don't want to be putting in regular gas, especially if this is meant to have premium. But besides that, I mean, it runs really good. It's a fast car. I like the handling. It's pretty heavy as well. Like, this is definitely a much heavier sedan than most. It's very comfortable. Leather seats are great. The audio is really great. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know, I fell in love with like this car and the design, and I think it's great. But if I were to able to just like choose a car that I'd want to have now, I probably would choose like a Toyota 4Runner, possibly a Highlander, just for the fact that, those are obviously great cars, especially when I want to have a family someday. Like, those are going to last really, really long. So something like that is obviously like more preferred, but there's still, you can obviously get a Toyota Camry, which is really good. Another car that I know is really good is a Civic, but for me that would probably be a little too small. I know the Accords are great. Honda, I think they make good cars, but I do think Toyota is really good. There's one brand that I've looked into, but I never like drove one, is Volvo. But I think Toyota, to me, just has the best reputation. My girlfriend has a Toyota RAV4, and I mean, I love that car. And for some reason, Toyotas accelerate really quickly. I don't know like where that comes from, but they accelerate really fast. Just a great car. It's really good for like road trips, and in the winter it's a good car. The reason why I also do like the sedan, it's an all-wheel drive, and it's really good in the snow. Like, in particular, the handling is really, really good in the snow. So that's another reason why I decided to get this car, because when I lived in Boston, the winters, you get a lot of snow, it's a lot of ice. Having to brake is a really important thing. So that's why, I wanted to get a car like this. But yeah, I'm coming up soon on 100,000 miles, so I'm at 98,430. I believe I bought the car when it was around like 70 something plus. But yeah, it's been doing good. I think the only repairs that I've had to do was, I think, the suspension in the back of the car. It was kind of making this like creaking noise, and I had a suspicion that it must have been one of the bearings or something, which ended up being. I did replace the 4 brakes on it, so the car does have new brakes, which is great. And besides that, just doing, oil changes. But for the most part, the repairs themselves weren't like, I knew that going into it with buying the car that there was going to be some repairs needed, considering, you know, I bought it around like 70,000 miles, but got it for a good price. The problem with Infinitis, but I guess it's a pro and a con, is when you buy an Infiniti, they tend to be a lot lower market price. I believe the reason why is, you know, I think for some people, a lot of Infinitis tend to be modded. Like a lot of people use them for sport racing. You know, they run them, you know, they just kind of destroy the transmission. They don't really take care of the cars. So a lot of the used ones tend to be pretty low in terms of price. But I think they're, you know, I think the M37 was a great, especially in 2013, was a great model for Infiniti. I don't really know too much about their newer cars, but I do know Infiniti has, you know, it's an interesting reputation because it is Nissan, like it's Nissan's premium brand. I think they do a pretty good job of not trying to stick to the Nissan brand, but they're probably pretty similar. I would stay away from Nissan cars, to be quite honest. I think the really like older models, like if you had a Nissan from like the 80s, I think those cars are really, really nice. But yeah, I like the car. I have to say I like it, but I think knowing what I know now, I think I would have gone a Toyota, and I think I would have gone some type of SUV. But my plan with this car, honestly, is just to have it as long as it lasts. You know, doing oil changes, if there's any like small maintenance that I have to do, doing that. But I don't really plan on buying a new car, even though I'd like it, just because anytime you buy a car, the moment you drive it, the value of the car immediately just goes down. So yeah, it kind of makes more sense if you just pay out the car, just do it that way. So yeah.